Hey guys, welcome back to the ExamRevision YouTube channel. My name is Ellen and today I want to be talking about the best exam resources that I used within my Leaving Cert to succeed in my Leaving Cert, and I wanted to share them with you guys. I still use a lot of these resources still to this day in college, so it just shows how useful they are and that I actually do use them. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first thing I want to talk about is the Crash Course YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it's owned by John Green, who was the brother, I think, of the guy who wrote The Fault in Our Stars. I don't really know. He either wrote that book or maybe his brother did. Somebody did. And I think this guy is either the brother or himself. I'm not sure. I still use this YouTube channel to this day. They have YouTube videos on literally everything you can imagine, and they are so concise and to the point. I was literally using them last week to recap on computer networks and computer systems. Just shows how useful they are. They are particularly good for the more difficult subjects like chemistry or physics or history, and they go really in depth but at the same time are very concise, quick videos, and you can rewatch them like 100 times over. So if you are struggling with a particular topic and just trying to understand it, definitely check out these videos. They will definitely help with your understanding of the material. The next thing I want to talk about is flashcards. In the Leaving Cert, I definitely probably preferred physical flashcards. I would used to get the really big ones and fill out the whole thing with like one chapter per topic in each subject. But I also did like using online flashcards. I would use Anki, and I will link the website down below. They were so handy because I could be like in the car or on the bus and I could still go through my flashcards without having to bring them all with me. It just meant I could do some learning on the go. I didn't always have to be at home with all my flashcards and all my notes. It's also much quicker to make your flashcards online using Anki instead of having to write them all out on physical paper. And obviously we all know flashcards are so good for active recall, and so having them on your phone or on your computer and you can access them at any point means that you're probably going to look over them a lot, because at the end of the day we're always on our phones. So whether you're waiting on the bus or in the car driving somewhere, you can still be revising. And it's also less daunting because you don't have like 100 flashcards you need to get through. They're on your phone, so you don't really know how many you have. Makes it a little bit less daunting and definitely gives you extra time to put study into like your everyday life. The next thing I want to talk about is the ExamRevision.ie website. They have so many courses and bundles for majority of the Leaving Cert and Junior Cert subjects. They have H1 standard notes, they have video lessons, quizzes, presentations. They even have all of the exam papers split up per topic in each subject. When you click on them, it turns around and the answer is on the back. So much easier than using the Department of Education's website for exam papers, because that website, oh my god, I literally hated it. It was so much effort to go through that website when you just wanted one exam question. And ExamRevision have them all split up per topic. So if you're studying a particular topic in one weekend, let's say, you have all of the exam questions on that topic right in front of you. And if you click on them, all the answers are on the back. And also if your teacher doesn't provide you with notes, they have all H1 standard notes, all exam focused and to the point. We even know a girl who took out an 8th subject for the Leaving Cert purely using ExamRevision. Didn't do grinds, didn't get taught it in school, only used ExamRevision and got a H1. And it just shows how useful these resources are. The next thing I want to talk about is another YouTube channel. This is the Edco YouTube channel. I discovered this in 6th year and oh my gosh, it was so useful. They have all of the chemistry titrations and experiments in videos. I missed a lot of school in 5th year because I had glandular fever for like 6 weeks. So obviously I missed a lot of experiments. And even though you're getting these notes that have, you know, the step-by-steps how to do the experiments, I think it is so much more useful to actually see it being done. And personally, it stays in my head a lot longer if I actually remember how I did it, or if something funny that happened, or maybe we got a really bad reading. Those are the things that help me remember the experiment a lot more than just reading off points on a sheet of paper. I definitely think this YouTube channel is especially handy when you're coming near the very end of your Leaving Cert and maybe your exams are in a week or two and you're struggling to remember experiments that you did in 5th year. So I would definitely check them out if you need some rejogging of your memory, because Edco are obviously all exam focused. They're an Irish educational company and their videos are all step-by-step of doing the actual experiment. So useful. The last thing I want to talk about is the app Forest. If you've watched these videos before, you've probably heard me talking about this app before. It is so good. I still use it to this day in college. All the time. You basically plant a tree for a specific amount of time. It could be 20 minutes, it could be 2 hours, anything you want. And while that tree is planting for that specified amount of time, you cannot go out of the app. You cannot go into any other apps. Your phone is pretty much locked. And if you go on to any other apps or swipe out of the forest app, your tree will die and you will have a dead tree in your forest. The aim of the app is basically to build up a beautiful, thick forest, I guess. And when you build loads of trees, you can get coins and buy like different plants and stuff. I don't know why this made me so motivated, but I genuinely love using this app. You can also add your friends in it, so I would have a bunch of my friends and I could see how many trees they planted that day. And a lot of the time during exam season, when it gets to Christmas time, we would have competitions to see how many trees and how much time we can each study per day. And you can like see how long they've done every single day. I love this app. I can never stop talking about it. I have used it for probably 7 or 8 years now. And it is so cool to look back on my past years, especially during the Leaving Cert, and see what my forest looked like that year. Highly recommend it. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!